What are the key things which have happened in the residential construction industry? Firstly, there was a really interesting conference I went to, the Mass Timber Conference in Portland, USA. That was really interesting because it was bringing together lots of people internationally from Australia through to Canada, US, Europe, and so on. But one of the key topics everyone seems to be looking at is how you can standardize the way you're building and reduce the amount of carbon footprint in the actual structure of the building itself. One of the interesting things which came out of the National Construction Summit in Dublin was on a sustainability panel I was chairing. And that was that we were talking about the hierarchy of intensity from a carbon point of view. What was pointed out really was that air is one of the most effective ways of low intensity materials in a building, i.e. if you can build things stronger but avoid using materials which would have otherwise been used in between, you're actually building much more effective ones. So for example, on balconies, if you're creating a wider frame, less bits in between, rather than a solid concrete one, for example, you're decreasing the intensity of that from a carbon point of view. Really interesting point. Then you move on to fire safety, in particular the UK. From a fire safety aspect, there's been a couple of points. One is that the BSR, head of technical, announced that they were going to be doing a consultation in autumn time relating to the Part B document and the potential changes to that. There was also an announcement by the government that the Waking Watch funding will be extended till next year. And the last part is around competency, which relates to a number of conversations happening in the industry. There's lots of momentum behind that still. The changes, the announcements are likely to come over the next few months. Keep a watch on this, and we'll be updating as we hear more, in particular to announcements relating to the residential construction industry.